Hello. I believe diarrhea is coming very soon. This is what my doo-doo is all about. That's what my stream's all about, you see. Poo-poo in my pants for funny, of course. It's happening soon. Don't worry, I'll show you the video. Don't worry. Oh, is it working, by the way? I can't see. Give me just a second here. I'll move the OB. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What happened? Well, it gets messed up sometimes. Where's your display capture? Sometimes the display capture gets all messed up. But there it is. Good. Now it's all a matter of whether or not... This does happen, actually. It happens often. It just gets moved, and then I start streaming again, and it's messed up. And I'm not here to pick my nose. I'm not here for that. Is my fan on? Yes. Oh my god. Why is my fan always on? Don't mind it. Oh, but I have good news. Oh, never mind. Maybe that's not the best idea. It's, okay. What? Do you still do serial killer acting? No. But do you want me to? Because I can. I just rather not. You know what I mean? Like, it's just trouble making is troublesome. It's something I would rather not do, but you see, like, I'm not even in the zone for that sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Like, I would probably dress in pure black if I were to do that. And then, hold on. If I were to do my acting, damn it. If I were to do my acting, it would require a lot of patience. Also, a person to get mad at. The fun of what I was doing was there was this man who was trolling me, and he was threatening me, and he was calling me names, and he was calling me a serial killer, and I was like, oh, this is a good opportunity to fuck with this person. So it's like, to me, I didn't realize I was going to cause that much of a ruckus, if you know what I mean. Apparently I caused the whole world to think that I wasn't fucking around, and and I could still get in trouble for that, you see. You know, it's a waste of manpower hours, it's a waste of, it's trouble. It's just causing trouble. And really, like, I mean, sure, if you want it to be a stream of Scary Daniel, I can do that, but you must promise that you will not report it to the authorities. If you want a scary stream, you must promise. But if you don't want scary stream, then, you know, I can't always promise I want to do scary stream if scary stream is going to be sent to the neighbors, and then sent to the police, and then sent to my family. So, if you want Scary Daniel stream, you have to stop doxing me over Scary Daniel stream. If you want me to ever do that again, if you ever want me to do scary stuff ever again, you have to promise that it stays within the stream, and it stays about trolling or acting or for fun, okay? As long as it's fun for you, it can be fun for me, but I don't want to waste or scare neighbors. I don't want to scare the police. I don't want to scare the FBI. I want that to be very clear. This is intended to be a form of trolling that was meant to scare someone specifically who I did not like on Tumblr, who doxed me. And the person who doxed me was offensive to me, and so I was scary to them as a joke for myself. But apparently, me scaring the scary person, who I thought was scary, me trying to scare the scary person, ended up getting me almost in trouble. Probably should have gotten in trouble, but I did not do murder, so that's good. You know, so like, I never intended to really threaten that person. That person scared me more than I scared them. Do you see? Like, they threatened my life by sending edited videos of me to the whole neighborhood. And I'm like, oh, I see. I see. I don't know, just I do not know where you're coming from. I do not know why you're doing this. I do not know if it's because you hate me or you think I'm legit, or if you're trying to help me become more popular. I did ask you to help me become more popular, but I didn't ask you to do that, you know? Like, I asked you very nicely, if you wanted, you can do videos of me, but it would have been nice if you had tried to escalate my YouTube channel to more subscribers instead of the neighbors. And it would have been nice if you had made those videos for me to make money instead of for you to fuck with me. You know? What? Whoa. Yes, whoa. Whoa, ho. Merry Christmas, Daniel. Yes, sir. Whoa. That's good stuff. But, what is that? It's a magic pen. Oh, shit. You okay? Yes, I'm fine. I'm actually very happy with what I have. Maybe you took too much. It's okay. I'm getting used to it. I'm new. I'm new to these. Go easy on it, Dan. Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake, man. I like it. I love it. I love it, actually. I love it. What is it? It's a Stick X8 by Smoke. And, it seems to work very well. And it was about $68 total. Finally, right? Right? How long has it been since you've not had one of these? My whole entire adult life, I've never had one of these. Wow, that's cool. Oh my god, that looks funny. Yeah. You look horrible. Thanks. Thanks. That made me feel real good. But, like, actually, that shit tastes good. What is it? Well, if you might know. My head hurts. But this is, watermelon iced red apple e-juice. Delicious. Recommend yes. Do I recommend this model? Yes. Do I recommend that? Yes. Where'd you get it? Well, I got it from Mode Vape in Covina. And I recommend it. They're not very busy. I recommend. They're very nice. There's not a big selection, but they have a good selection, actually, for high-quality vapes. They're high-quality vapes, actually. And they have pouches, and they're very nice. Now, I don't want to promote them too much if they don't want to be promoted, if you know what I mean. But if they're okay with that, I can show where they're located and, you know, and help them out a little bit if they need a little bit of extra money. I'm very happy with my purchase. Well, let me do something. Why not? Let me do something instead of acting. Let's just be real for a minute. Let's be real with Dan. And I will get some stuff. And I will show you my trials and errors with vapes. My many trials and errors that have failed. Yeah. Do you smoke marijuana? Legally, yes. I have do you smoke marijuana? Shut up, please. Yes, the big black one. What's that? What do you say? The big black dildo down there? Shut up, and shut up again. Be quiet. I need you to be quiet, especially right now. Oh, here it is. What's that one? Well, the one that doesn't work. And I don't use it. But I have it, and I would like to say that I will review these right now. All of them. And I'll tell you what I think. And if you're smoking and if you want to quit, here's a good way to find your way, I think. So, if you want a Halo from Halo Smokes, do not buy the Triton 2. Why? It's nothing but leak and difficult to prime. And also, I have many others that are also difficult to do. As you can see here, I have a messed up one. It's all looby and all messed up, and it just doesn't work, and they don't work for me, and I never got a good explanation on how to use them. But let's see, for example, let's go to a place called Halo Vape, or Halo Vapes, Halo Cigs. Halo Cigs should have one that is viable in the respect of similar to this one. And this is absolutely perfect for me. Now, what's good about this one? Well, it's rechargeable. It comes with its own USB cable. It has a very good way of filling. You have to prime the metallic parts, and then oh dear God, it's kind of complicated, but also at the same time it's already done for me, so I'm thinking I'll be able to handle it. That's awesome. Thank you. And it's also very nice. It's very, very nice. Now, what's about Halo is good. What Halo e-cig would you recommend, Daniel Vitko? They have one called the Gusto Mini. The Gusto Mini looks perfect for anyone. But I don't recommend the the smaller ones. because they're trouble. The Triton is trouble. And, I actually wish someone would have told me this before I bought one. They have a lot at Halo that are actually reasonable. You can tell one will work good based on the way it looks. If you get one that has a similar whatever the hole is called, if you have one similar to that one, you're pretty much good to go. There are some cheap ones here, $24, etc., etc. They have an Aspire Gusto Mini, and they have a Smoke Priv, and the Smoke Priv one looks pretty good too. And they also have, under devices, the crappier ones in my opinion, but they also have reactors, and you could probably get a reactor. So they have reactors, they have, actually you could buy a tracer. Tracers look pretty good. Buy a tracer, buy a reactor. I don't know what made me want to get the Triton. I guess because I'm always on a budget. But I really don't recommend it, actually. I bought the original Triton, actually. And I didn't get the Triton 2, but the Triton 2 looks like it would probably be better. But the Triton 1 is nothing I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend it. And it's similar to one of these. There's also a G6 that is similar to one of these. They limit the amount of smoke that comes out. They're not easy to use. They're not fun to buy more. They are easy, but they're not something that you would be satisfied with, if you know what I'm saying. So, this thing also looks equally as bad as the other one. Now, this thing is my Kalari. I had this Kalari that my mother bought me, and this I also don't recommend because it never worked for me. It leaked a lot. It has issues. It gets stuck when it's lubey, so when it has stuff on it, I don't recommend it. And it, I don't actually recommend this one. But it looks cool, but it doesn't work good. So for that one I would not recommend, and for this one I would not recommend. This one has failed me. Most of them that appear to be in this format, where they have these little buttons and this little tube, tend to fail a lot. These are the types I would not recommend to anyone at this point. And many other people probably don't like them. I don't think you should buy these at all. And I would recommend just buying one of the cooler looking ones, one of the bigger types, something that looks more like this with a big giant lip opening. These tend to work very good, and I've had friends who use them, I've watched people use them, and they always seem to work good. You have a good amount of smoke, it's all good. The rest of them, and actually, if you're wondering, I am very satisfied with the amount of nicotine that I receive when I smoke it. I'm satisfied with the flavor. I'm happy that it doesn't smell that bad. And I'm also happy that I really don't need to smoke anymore, besides this. Just gotta be careful. You don't want it to blow up on you. You don't want to overdo. It's a bit strong, but honestly, the flavor is good. The amount of smoke is good. I'm sure I'll get used to it. I'm happy with the juice I got, and I'm happy with, well, why not? I can open the box. Now, what's in the box? I have no idea. Do you want to know? We'll find out eventually. What are you doing? Opening the box. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, never mind. Looks like an iPhone box, actually. Wow. Looks pretty nice. Oh, it comes with another, these are called, what are those called, Daniel? They are called, a coil. They're called coils. This is a quad coil. And supposedly it came with an extra battery, but oh, it did. Down here, we have a little plastic tubing, maybe unnecessary, and paperwork that is necessary. I'll take the paperwork right now. But it did not come with an extra battery, but it did come with a nice little charger, which is perfect. And basically it just goes back together like that, and you put your little box back together. Awesome. Very, very awesome. I'm very happy with it. Can you please go back together for me? It said no. There it goes. Right on. Nice. Looks good. Yes. Now, well, I can also talk to you about these views. These are nice, but really, I don't know why I've been using these for so long and not switching to something other. It's been a long time. And, these are, I do recommend them, but I don't, because they're, not exactly satisfying. And yes, these are a little harder to do, but someone will show you how, and you will learn how. And all you have to do is... I don't really want to take it apart, but, the top part comes off. It has a little bit of a thingy where the liquid goes in. And you don't put it in the middle part. And you close it good. And then what? You can also remove the glass part, which you probably shouldn't, I imagine, because it doesn't need to be refilled. And so basically it needed to be primed prior to be put in. But once it's done, and basically once it's all together, it's together, it doesn't need to be removed. But there are some parts where you can literally cut off the entirety of the flow, reduce the flow. It's a bit strong. Now, if I reduce the entirety, you shouldn't do that. Now, if you increase the flow or decrease the flow, still a bit strong, but as you can see, there's a little gap here where you can turn it to make sure that it flows or doesn't flow out. And basically I have it on full flow, but it doesn't need to be on full flow, maybe a half flow or something like that. But at the same time, I do like the idea of having ginormous amounts of smoke. Ginormous clouds of smoke are awesome, in my opinion. It may be bad for you, but it's still very cool, and it very much relaxes you, and it makes me feel good. Thank God, you know? Now it tells you how to fill. That's the greatest part about these, is they really do tell you everything you need to know. Awesome. So yes, I rarely recommend the Stick X8 actually, because it tells you what to do. You really almost can't fuck it up. Add e-liquid, um, and then use the adjustable airflow. Replace the atomizer core if you want to. And basically what you would have to do there, once it's filled, you should not take it apart. There's a bottom part that detaches the glass, I believe. And that, once it's filled, you should not unscrew it, because it'll go, all the liquid will go all over you. So once it's filled, I don't want to take it apart, because then it will need to be put back together, essentially. And I have an extra little coil, and with the coil, you apparently may need to replace a coil every once in a while. But I have an extra one. I shouldn't even need to. Most of the time, I imagine I will just be refilling it with liquid and taking care of it and making sure that it works. And what's really cool, is that you could just charge it standing up anywhere, which is cool. So you could just charge it on your computer. It has a little tiny thing. You could charge it anywhere, I imagine. What's really cool. And then I could just put it in my pocket, but it probably is prone to leak. They say gravity will do that, but so far I don't see any leaking, which is good. Now, I don't want to say that it won't leak for you, because it might. So for what I would do is I would close off the airband, and then if you're going to, I guess I would disable the battery before you put it in. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll flash, and now it's off. And then what you could do, I guess, is just put it in your pocket and then walk around. But if you sit down, you might want to worry. So you sit down, make sure gravity's on your side, and then take it back out of your pocket. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now it turns back on. Now it is ready, and you must not forget to reopen the hatch. That way, it's less likely to leak in your pocket, and it looks like an actually really good design, although there was no promise that it wouldn't leak. So I'm not sure if I'm ready to feel comfortable putting it in my pocket for an extended period of time, but some people probably do. And some of those little square ones, the rectangular types, are the perfect type to be put in your pocket. Those are meant for that, and they don't often leak. I've seen people just pop them out of their pocket, put them back in their pocket, take them out of their pocket, pop them back into the pocket. You know, so, but that's really cool, actually. So, all I can say is I'm glad that I finally got something that I can say that I'm satisfied with, and I will honestly give it a good review. And I would like to. I'm happy to say that it's, I probably don't even deserve it, but at the same time, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. You know? It's been a long time. My mom bought it for me, but it's been a long time since I have had the opportunity to even, I know that's embarrassing, but whatever. That's why I am streaming. Oh, is that why you're streaming? Yes. Why? To make money. Whoa. That's not why I started streaming, though. I started for fun. Then it escalated into trouble. Then it became, I need money. And basically, it started as fun, turned into crap, got me into trouble, And then I started needing money, so I started asking for money. Nobody liked that. Nobody gave me any. Everybody hated me. And they still do, probably. Cringy. Creepy. Whoopity doodle. There's lots of creeper streamers out there. I'm not the only one. I'm positive. I am not the only one. I've seen some really scary streamers that I think are scary. You know? But yes, I can do your scary shit if you want. If that's all you want. Like, if that's all you like about Daniel is scary shit, then fine. I guess I can do that for you. Let me get my knife. Oh. What are you doing with that? It's fake. I've had to downgrade because things happened. What? Did you buy this? Yes, I did. What did you buy it for? Tactical warfare. Trying. Fighting. But only for fun. What? I don't know. I got a fake knife in one of my tactical suits. And I was like, ooh, fake knife. Nice. That way I can play pretend and the whole neighborhood won't be afraid of me. It's better than having a real knife. Everybody thinks I'm using it for something. And I'm like, no, it's just for scary. For scary stream. And what is this one for? Well, this one's for, I don't know, being a bitch, I guess. Being a pusswhip. I am a pusswhip. Because I'm not even allowed to own my own knife, you know? Oh my god, don't do that. You know how to do that, huh? Yeah. Oh god. Sometimes things happen, you know? Do you do that with your real knife? Yes. Oh dear. What happens? Oh, things happen. What happens? You get cut. You get sliced up. What do you mean? It means like when you miss and you grab the knife instead of the handle, you get cut. Oh dear. You know, I've done this with my real knife on stream before. And what happened? Nothing. One died. I bet you all wish it went right in my eyeball or something. Huh. I bet. Ooh, that would have been bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's okay. What are you doing? Practicing? For what? For the fair. For the knife fair. I can't wait. Do you go to knife fairs? I wish there were more. Do you like knives, Dan? I love knives. What's wrong with having a knife? Are you sweating? I am. What's wrong with owning a knife, though? Absolutely nothing. They're about the same equal amount of danger that a... Oh, fuck. They're the same amount of danger as any kitchen knife that is about the equal size, but you shouldn't carry these around with you, obviously. What the fuck? Because I saw a man in Walmart with one of these ones. You saw a man in Walmart? I saw a man in Walmart with a big old fat knife on him. And I was like, what are you doing with that? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, you know, knives over 5 inches aren't legal in California. Are you not from here? And he's like, yeah, none of your business. And I'm like, okie dokie then. We don't need to be playing games with you, sir. You know, like, I don't want to get stabbed today, and I don't want you to come back and hunt me down. That'd be not fun. So you do your thing. I see that you're trying to stay within legal means, but you are also open carrying a knife on your belt at Walmart. Why? Because don't fuck with me, that's why. And that's what he basically said, and I was like, okay, that's good. That's the kind of guy I don't want to fuck with, obviously. You know, he has a knife right there. It's like, why did you even bother to talk with that man? Because I was wondering what he was doing with his knife. I was just wondering if he would show it to me, perhaps. And he was like, no, leave me alone. And I was like, all right, calm down. This is not needed for any kind of necessary argument. We don't need to be fighting over your knife. I was just wondering what you were doing with it. And he's like, well, it's for self-defense, obviously. And he didn't even say that. And I was like, it must be for self-defense, I guess. And it probably wasn't. You know, because, like, you know, do you really need to carry a knife around Walmart unless you think that someone's going to actually come at you at Walmart? Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's a scary world, actually, so actually don't blame him. I don't blame him, actually. Although sometimes carrying an open weapon in public tends to cause more trouble than it does good. Why so? Because when someone sees your weapon, they see it as a threat. If you hold it somewhere where we cannot see it, it's less of a threat. And if it's for self-defense, you will pull it out when necessary. That's why people don't tend to carry it on their shoulder unless they are just trying to be awesome. Which he did look awesome. I'll be honest, the man looked pretty cool. Knives are cool, and they can be very cool. And they don't have to be deadly. And they don't have to be used for that sort of thing. Just because you have a tactical knife doesn't mean you're a serial killer. It just means you like knives. But let's not get it too twisted. Really, look what happened with Nicholas Cruz. Nicholas Cruz ended up using his weapons, and he said he was going to, on social media. Now, what if Daniel Vitko takes a picture of him and his knife and says, I'm going to go stab it up? Of course, Daniel's joking, but now you see the trouble that the law enforcement agencies are facing. They're facing people like me, who are fucking around, and they're facing people like him, who are not fucking around. You see? So, in Florida, they've had at least 2 massive shootings. One of 50 count, one of 17 count, dead. I wonder why, though, if it weren't for people like me, who are pretending to be badasses and scary people, maybe the law enforcement agencies could have solved those crimes a lot faster, because they would have known that Nicholas wasn't fucking around. So if only we could teach our law enforcement, FBI agents, etc., the difference between Daniel and Nicholas Cruz. What's the difference? Daniel does troll. Daniel is for fun. Daniel is equally scary, because Daniel is a very good actor, I think. I think I'm a pretty good actor because of the way that I talk. I talk like I can do all of these things. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But all the same, talk is talk. Walk is walk. Of course I could walk the walk. But Dan knows better. Dan follows the law. Dan has been out of prison his whole life. Since he turned 18, and 17, and 16, and 15. I've always been a law-abiding citizen, except for a few fights I got into. But they weren't knife-related. Not at all. And trespassing. But I've been a law-abiding citizen since I turned 18. And I know the law, and I follow the law. And I've always been a law-abiding citizen. I do not have a criminal record. I have been to 2 mental institutions. The difference between Daniel and Nicholas Cruz is that Nicholas Cruz had weapons of deadly force in terms of guns. Daniel owned a knife and I don't even know where it went. My mother threw it away. Probably for my own good, I guess. But I wasn't going to cut myself up with it. And I used to have a machete. And I also used to have a cane sword. I like swords. But how can you tell the difference between Daniel and Nicholas Cruz? I don't know, wasn't it obvious? Like, not that I'm mad or anything, but just... I might be a little mad because I'm watching this happen over and over again. I'm watching people die. And people are looking at me like, aren't you gonna do that? We better stop you. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. I don't blame you for thinking that, but also, maybe you should use that manpower that you have there to catch people like that guy before he goes and shoots up a school. You know what I mean? Like, instead of looking at people like people who collect knives or people who collect weapons and play with them on the internet, difference is intention. The difference is the intention they have. And they probably have a criminal record of violence. But Nicholas Cruz didn't. That's where the difficulties come in. No, I can't really explain how you can tell the difference between Daniel Vitko and Nicholas Cruz. Honestly, I can't. I can't really. I really can't. I can't see the difference. If I watched my stream and I looked at me, I'd be like, he could be the next school shooter. But also he doesn't own any guns. Well, then make sure he doesn't. Right. Yes, I understand that. But, even when I'm mad, and I say, oh, I'm so mad I could go on a rampage. Have I ever done it? No. Have you ever stabbed anyone legit? No. Have you ever wanted to? No. Yes. Yeah. Wanting to is not always similar to doing it. You know? Wanting to pretend to be a serial killer is not the same as wanting to be a serial killer. The differentiation is very slight, but also very noticeable in most people, and you need only talk to them about it. But also, what are you doing, Dan? I am training people to catch Nicholas Cruz types before they start. Basically. So how can you tell even? How can I tell? I don't know. I'm no more stronger than the FBI or the NSA. I'm no more powerful than they. I know more, not more than they. I know not more, not more. I know no more than they do about who could do it. But if I had seen Nicholas Cruz's post with his dead frog picture, I would be slightly concerned. And if I saw his video of this is going to be so much fun, I would immediately make sure he went to the mental institution and had all of his weapons stripped of him. That would have worked, and he would have not been a shooter, and no one would have died. That should make some people in Florida feel really bad, because it makes people in California feel pretty bad too. You know? It makes us feel bad too, that you couldn't figure out that Nicholas Cruz was going to do that. Most obvious. But hey, he was reported, and they failed. Why did they do that? Why did they fail? How did they fail, and why? Some people are against strict gun laws, and some people believe in the freedom to own a gun. Sometimes Just because his brother was in the mental institution doesn't mean that's a good sign that Nicholas Cruz belongs in a mental institution. Nicholas Cruz did not belong in a mental institution. Why? Because he was sane enough to take it to that level. Therefore, he won't be tried as insane, because he was never in a mental institution. He may be a crazy motherfucker, but he knew what he was doing. Ooh, no insanity defense for Nicholas Cruz, no. He doesn't get the insanity defense. No. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. His brother did, but his brother didn't shoot up a school. His brother didn't want to shoot up a school. His brother ended up in a mental institution. What's wrong with that? I went to a mental institution. I didn't shoot anyone up. I didn't stab anyone up. So I don't think it's always the crazy ones. It's not always the crazy ones. Sometimes they're very sane. And they're only 19 years old. That's fucking sucky. Yeah. That's fucking sucky. Copycat? He's a copycat. Absolutely copycat, without a doubt. Wannabe. Wannabe became. He became what he wanted to be. But he was a copycat. Absolute. Why are there so many copycats? I don't know. Because they idolize the people who did the massive school shooting of 50 people. One of the biggest, if not the biggest school shooting, no, the biggest mass shooting in American history happened a few years ago in Florida. And it's kind of scary to talk about this stuff, but at the same time, necessary. Absolutely necessary. Am I afraid? Yes. I'm afraid to go outside. Yes. Is it scary? Yes. Are there scary people? Yes. Are there people who want to do that? Probably. Probably. Absolutely. Do I blame them? No. Why? The world's fucked up. What do you mean? You have to wonder why they're pushed to that. You can't always say it's because they're heartless and cold. Sometimes you need to realize that maybe the world you're living in is creating these people. By that I mean practice treating everyone well. That's not a threat. It's just a good practice. Treat people in school with respect. Treat your friends and enemies with respect. If your friends might turn into a school shooter, if you don't bully them, and you teach them a better way, instead of going in the direction of becoming a mass shooter or a murderer, you have done society a great service, and in my opinion, you are a hero. But if instead you look at them and you say, fuck them, oh, punk-ass prick, I don't give a shit about you. I couldn't care less if he died. Piece of shit, just has a bad attitude, and I don't like him. If you ignore him and treat him like shit, I'm sorry, you're not a hero. You need only look at yourself for what happened. You need only blame yourself for what happened. Because you can, instead of acting that way to someone like Nicholas Cruz, you can try to teach him a different path. Such as, if you're going to be a gun owner, try not to be so crazy and don't kill frogs. Let me tell you why. Killing frogs is wrong. It's animal abuse, cruelty, and sad. Have you ever been told that, sir? And you might say, no, no one ever told me not to kill frogs, and then take pictures of it. Well, then I'd blame only the people around him for this. How could no one at all have had a talk with that boy at age of 19? Not even the school he went to. His mother had died. There must have been someone who could have talked to him, right? Even a friend. But I bet he didn't have any friends. And, of course, he was probably bullied. This is why I blame society for when this happens, because it actually makes sense. And a lot of people are like, no, you can't blame yourself for this. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can. If you know what you should do when you meet someone like that, you can do something. And you can be a hero. If you think that someone's guns should be taken away, report them to the authorities immediately and have them put in a mental institution and have all of their guns taken away. You can, that is heroic. It can be heroic. And what does that do? It teaches a gun owner a lesson. That they may have been too reckless. And that they were going down a path that might have scared some people. And they may have wanted to hurt someone. And during that process of going to the mental institution and having all of their guns taken away legally, what did you do? You taught that man not to become that. Because it's wrong. But then I would have been someone. Yes, well, bullshit, who cares? We don't want you to have guns. It doesn't matter. Suck it up, kiddo. You don't need to become the next mass shooter. Slap on the wrist. Slap on the ass. A little bit of tongue. Come on. Do you really need to do that? Mm-hmm. Yes? No, you don't. Well, yes, I mean, some people are like, well, population control, etc., blah, blah, blah. Right. No, not necessarily that way. Why? Because of the innocence. Some of these people are immensely innocent. Nice folks. Little kids. With family members who love them. Jesus Christ. You probably caused more pain than you can even imagine because you're brain dead. Unless you knew how much pain you caused. Who's stopping you from death? Who's, like, I mean, like, the cops don't really have to cuff you. I mean, like, if you're really that bad and everyone sees it and you're like, I have no remorse and I love killing. And you're just shooting and shooting. I love it. This is fun. Death, hurt and pain. I love it. And then the cops are like, that's fucking wrong. Like, Dunzo, kiddo. Good night. Kiddo got sniped. Like what? But that kid didn't get sniped. He's actually lucky. Like, Daniel. Prison isn't for lucky people, right? No. No. That's why they don't kill those people anymore. That's why they're trying not to, because they know that they're probably going to go through more hell than they ever imagined for the stuff that they did. Like, yeah. And if you don't like me for saying that, maybe you might want to join the ranks of, people in jail who don't like it there. Well, what's wrong with keeping the world a safer place? Nothing. Does that make me an a-hole? No. Just trying to keep my friends and family safe. What's wrong with that? Keep you away from people I love? That's good. That's good. This is a good positive message. Yes, it is. And it's actually kind of brave of me to do it on stream. Why? Because I'm showing my face. And this is the land of the brave. Home of the free. What of it? What's wrong with being brave in the land of the free? Nothing. You're not that brave, kiddo. I'm not that brave. No, no. I'm actually a very scaredy puss. But I do my part. And my part is here to say that I'm very much against school shooters and murderers and serial killers and stabby stabbers and shooty shooters and crimes of passion. I'm against mostly everything. Mostly everything that is harmful and bad. Yes. Why didn't you just say that earlier? I didn't think I had to. But I guess since I look like a baddie, I didn't know that people thought I was that bad. So I guess I learned my lesson by going to the mental institution and realizing that I look like a bad guy. I need to change my act. I need to change the way I do things. I need to change the way I look. Otherwise, I could end up you know, we are all susceptible to becoming something we would never want to be. What? Yes. The only thing stopping me from doing these things is me. And that truly does take self-restraint. Myself. Because the world shits on me every day, walks all over me, gives me nothing, offers me nothing of a job, offers me no money, and allows others to be rich and famous, while I sit and feel bad for myself. Of course I have violent tendencies. My life is miserable, honestly. And I do actually have to restrain myself from doing things. Because I don't want to be a baddie. I don't want to be a murderer. I don't want to be a baddie. I just want a nice life. Honestly, in this country, I want a nice life. Not easy. Not easy at all. Why is it so hard? Why do you say stuff like that? Why can't you just, like, go back and fix everything you just said and, like, not do that? Because life has not improved for many years since I started this stream, and it's just making me want to, you know, like, I'd sooner do this than I would do it to someone else. I would sooner do this than to you. Okay? Understand? Yeah. Yeah. But, like, why treat me like crap when I only want an apartment? Enough money to pay for my debt? I don't ask for much. I'm not holding you hostage. In a way I am, I guess, threatening you. But I'm not threatening you. I'm not holding you hostage. And I'm not threatening you. What do you mean? Well, I just applied for a job, but I never get any calls. I applied for this job, I don't get any calls. I applied for another job, I don't get any calls. I go to a job place, and I say, do you have any openings? And they say no. And I say, do you have any openings at this place? And they say no. And I'm not even a threatening person. I'm not threatening you all with violence. I'm asking you nicely, would you please help me have a very basic, decent life and enough money for myself instead of treating me like a little boy? I would work. I'll take whatever job you give me, and I'll do it good. I'll take dirt man manure. I will take dirt pile man digger. I'll even dig graves, I guess. I'll take construction. I'll take airplane. I'll take food service. I'll take Walmart. I'll take sales associate. I'll take anything. I will take gardener. I will take trash man. I will take anything. Right now. I'll take game streamer too. That one doesn't apply though. But I won't take serial murderer. And I won't take mass murderer. And I won't take random spree killer. And I won't take lazy rifle associate. I will. Yes, I would. No. I've been to a mental institution. You wouldn't want me working at a rifles association, I don't think. No. I would take military, but military jobs are not available to me for about 5 years because I'm on 5-year gun hold, which is totally understandable. I don't blame them for this. But like, I'm actually thankful that I went to the mental institution actually, because I got help. I'm doing better, and I'm thinking more about the way I'm perceived, and the way that I look, and the way that I act, and the way that I talk. Like, I obviously have paranoid schizophrenia. I'm obviously a delusional person. And I'm obviously crazy, but not a terrorist. And I'm not trying to terrorize you, but I might try to scare you if you like to play scary serial killer games with Daniel. But not many people do that with me anymore. It actually makes me really sad. We used to play all the time. We would make up our own crimes. We would make up our own victims. We would make up all these different things. It was really fun, but at the same time, guess who got schizophrenia? Daniel. Daniel got schizophrenia and PTSD. Wow. Oh no. Daniel, maybe you should stop watching serial killer documentaries. Yes, sir. And also, stop, looking at crime scene photos, because those are gruesome. Yes, they are. And they fill my mind full of fucking... Also, don't look at videos of murder. Oh, curiosity did kill the cat, didn't it? You're not a kitten anymore, boy. You're a pup. I'm a puppy. No, you're a dog. I'm a doggy. You're a doggy. I'm a mad doggy. Ooh. Puppy is mad. But anyway, I am sorry. I'm sorry for my crazy ass behavior, and I'm sorry if I seem threatening. I'm not even meaning to. I'm not even meaning to break a crime or a rule. I am trying my best to be good. I'm doing my best. I'm being good, and I just want to make you entertained on my stream. I hope you like it. Really. Yes, and I also want to spread a positive message for those who may be wondering and worried about another mass spree shooting. I hope you guys can figure it out, because it's not my job. And if you did get me a job in the FBI as an investigator, I would take it. And if you did give me a job as a, you know, like a stalker person who finds out whether or not someone's going to end up shooting something, I would take that job, actually. But if you don't want me to, and I don't need it, I probably would prefer not. But hey, I can always write you a book. Maybe, I think, my best career paths are probably writing a book, playing games, and music, and drawing. So my career path may not actually be in law enforcement, but, you know, most of the time FBI and law enforcement require a great amount of intelligence, and you don't just get hired right away, and you have to have a gun, etc., 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 and you can't just get a desk job, office job, blah, 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 blah. You know, you can't you can't just be good at it just because Daniel thinks he's good at it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just say, hey, I'm pretty good at investigating. You know, I might be able to actually help you catch some criminals and make sure I stop as many spree shooters as possible if you guys would like. And then Daniel would be like, I'm suspicious of this myriad of people. And then everyone would be like, well, then we should arrest all of them. And then I'd be like, no. There's no proof or evidence. I'm just suspicious of them. And then they'd be like, you're wasting our time, Daniel Vidko. Just because you are suspicious of them doesn't mean it's accurate. You need more than inductive reasoning. You need deductive reasoning and proof. Of course. And then everyone would be like, why do you keep accusing all these random people? And it's like, well, sorry. I'm just trying to find someone for you. Well, that's good. Yeah, but at the same time, it might not be accurate. So maybe that's not my best career choice, because I probably am not able to actually tell whether or not someone is a bad guy or not. Because it's actually very hard. It's actually very hard. Like, maybe I wouldn't know. Maybe I wouldn't even know if Nicholas Cruz would have done that. You know, like, maybe if you gave me all of that information and I looked at it, I might be like, looks like a nice boy who has guns. You never know. I mean, it reminds me of my friend. He reminds me of someone I used to know. He killed a frog. Maybe we could go punish him for the frog and check him out and scope him out and see what's going on. I think that's probably how I would have reacted. You know, like, some kid. And then I'd probably go, or someone would go and see him, and they'd probably take his gun away. You know, okay, so, yeah, it might not have been me, but also I would have been a little bit suspicious. He seems nice on the outside, but he also seems a little bit off. So, like, good deduction, yeah. He's a pretty obvious one to me. He's a pretty, not obvious, but, like, he's sort of gives me a vibe, you know, like, there's something wrong with Nicholas. He killed a frog and took a picture of it. That's a threat. That's an obvious threat. This means he's intending to potentially kill someone. A dead frog is often used as a look what I can do to an animal. So when that is done, that sometimes results in murder as a result afterwards. Often. This is often the case. Especially those who post pictures of themselves with guns is very common for those who have become school shooters, that they had social media websites with pictures of themselves with their guns, pointing it at the camera. If you don't want to be a school shooter, don't do that. If you can follow that rule, you can help FBI a lot. You can help catch school shooters and mass pre-killers and shooters. If you agree with me, I would love it if gun owners did not take their guns out and take a cool picture of them looking at the camera, because this is not helpful to the FBI. This is not helpful. It makes it very difficult. And you may be in the law enforcement agencies, etc., and you might think, oh, well, I look like a different person. I'm a completely different person. You know, I own a gun, and I took a picture of us, like, in the military. Okay, well, you're at a gun range. Cool. You're at a gun range with your military friends. That's good enough. You're pretty much good enough. But there have been military gun range shooters that actually ended up becoming mass spree killers also. But I'm not saying, I mean, if I saw a man with a gun, with his buddy, at the gun range, I might think, hey, looks like he's in the military, or the FBI, or the police force. That's what I would think immediately. When I see a boy in his house, in the bathroom, and also a fan of dark shit like The Dark Knight, I get a little bit of a vibe that maybe he might do it. You know, like, this is one of the most obvious key signs. Young, kind of small and unassuming, big guns, lots of weapons, knives, always posts their weapons, threatens, kills animals. He was pretty much cut and dry, the epitome, like by the book, obvious. The man was obviously going to do something. He was, you read the book, you look at the boy, and you say, these are all the classic signs of a killer. Yeah. And, sometimes you may say, well, some of them hide. And some of them are like you, Daniel. And some of them hide their intentions and their tendencies. Well, some of them restrain their tendencies because they're born with these tendencies. Some people like me have serial killer traits and have tendencies. But tendencies don't always equate to murder because something in my mind says, no, Daniel's not going to do that. Daniel doesn't want to do that. Daniel doesn't want to end up being a murderer. Daniel doesn't want to go to jail. Daniel is a good boy, but has serial killer traits and tendencies. Yes, true. I do have serial killer traits and tendencies. I've smushed many bugs, and then I've smushed a few lizards when I was young. Unfortunately, I do have the traits of a serial killer, but I don't own weapons of gun sort. I do own knives, but I am a fan of knives. I like knives, and I think they look cool. And yes, guns can be cool too, but I don't need a gun, you know? Like, because I don't want to do that. Do you see the difference between, like, someone who has tendencies and someone who has no restraint? Someone who's going to do it. Like, someone who's intending and to let themselves go. Because it is pretty much letting yourself go. Like, if you've learned your whole life that murder and serial killing is wrong, and you know that you grew up with the same exact traits as someone like Jeffrey Dahmer, you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, no thank you, I don't want to be Jeffrey Dahmer, but I can still appreciate this is very dark and devious, and it is very fun sometimes to watch serial killer documentaries, but it doesn't make you into one. Just because you were raised that way. You might have different genes. You might have a heart. But you just didn't know better. You didn't know smushing bugs was wrong. You didn't know. You never thought about it. But actually, I've heard somewhere that it is actually incredibly normal for boys to smush bugs and animals sometimes. It's a somewhat normal trait of people growing up. But oftentimes, if you pound it into the boy's head, he won't kill anything. You should probably pound it into their head not to kill bugs and not to kill animals. This is a good idea. Yes. But I was not told not to kill lizards as a boy. Ooh, who would have done that? My mother. Why would she do that? Because she didn't like lizards or bugs. Jesus Christ. Teach your kids not to kill lizards or bugs, please. Teach your kids not to kill frogs, please. They're wonderful animals, and they're very cool. Just because you don't like them and you think they're demonic doesn't mean they're fucking easy prey just for you to go smush. That's not right. That's not right. There's a lot of people who eat snakes and lizards and stuff in the world. Well, that's true, but killing them for food is not the same as killing them for fun. You know what I mean? Like, smushing lizards for fun is serial killer behavior. Yes, it is. Like, I want to pull the lizard's arms off and go. Oh my god, its head goes poppy, squishing the guts and the. Okay, lol, no, you know, like, oh, I want to play with its jaw and break it and smush its skull and go. I love becoming a lizard. And then you leave the tail and you're like, no, 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 no. Only the guts and the feet and the arms and the legs. And then you find another one and you're like, I got you, I got you, I got you. Did you see what happened to your friends? I hope you're worried, because you should be. Squish head, pull head off, pull head. That one went too fast. Get other. Where is other? We'll find one. We'll find one. Oh, there's one. Frock. Do you know what's going to happen, little one? No, leave me alone, leave me alone. It's trying to struggle. And it's like, You bit all 4 of its legs off? Yes, now it goes. A snake, a snake, a snake. Yes! Waha! Yes! This is why you should teach your kids not to kill animals. That's fucked up. Don't do that. You know, like, don't. That was really sick, fuck. Yeah, I didn't do that though. But it has crossed my mind. Because that's what these sick fucks do. And some people get the lizard after you bite its legs off, and you get it on the floor and you watch it wriggling around, and you get your shoes, let's say they're Converse, and you go smush, go crush, go skull, 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 and then basically you go, oh no 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 no, at the park for all the kids to see. What are you looking at? Soccer players? Then all you do is walk away with the bloodstained shoe. And you walk away, and you're just a little girl, and you don't know better. And you're like, I like smush a lizard. I like smush a lizard. And you have just lizard bloodstains everywhere on the sidewalk. And you're like, that was cool. And then you go meet up with your boyfriend when you're only 7 years old. And you're like, oh my god, did you see what I did to the lizard? Oh my god, there's still blood on my shoe and I don't even care. You're so cool. I know. That's so cool. Yeah, I wish you could smush lizards with me. I don't know. I didn't know. I felt kind of bad. But why'd you do it? Because I was way stronger. And I watched it pop its skull. I liked the sound. Made me kind of hungry. And it's like, the girl's like petting her shoe. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble, but like, you know, the lizard is, you know, who cares, right? Right. And then she kept those shoes for her whole life. And sometimes when she was feeling particularly dirty, she would lick the sole. I know I've walked a long way with these shoes, but I remember the lizard's blood. And I was hungry that day. See, girls can be crazy fuckers too. Yes? Okay. I'd never do that. I wouldn't do that. No, no, no. Wow. Wow. My goodness. I have foot fetish now. Wow. Now we go on a rampage, and I'm going to imitate this one guy who shot some place up. because he had this mask also. Oh my god, he looks retarded. What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah. You got it. You got it. What are you doing, Daniel? Are you sure you're plotting to do this? I'm doing it right now. Here we go. Haha. Now you're dead. Don't do that. Oh, I don't realize I don't even have a gun. Yes, this sucks. Why didn't I go on a knifing spree? Daniel, you got nerfed, dude. I know, right? I can't even go on a knife spree anymore. This sucks. What the fuck? Actually. Anyway, though, you know what sucks about being nerfed? You get a fake knife and you get circumcised. That sucks. That's real nerfing. And then they call you ugly and fat and a loser and a pedophile and I don't know how else you can nerf a man, but you sure did. Whatever you were thinking, you really fucked my life up. I thank you very much for that, I guess. Trying to be funny doesn't always get you what you want. You look like a girl for a second. No, you're not. Should it? Okay. Don't even pretend to be a girl, Daniel. Not ugly girl. My mustache is tickles? No. You don't like my mustache? Why not? You just do. I have a bit of a sinus problem. You must be going easy on that, I imagine. Yes, it almost... Oh my god, it's good though. What's it... It tastes like watermelon mint and apples. Oh my god, that's nice. Whoa. When did that happen? When did you get that hole in your shirt? No, Daniel. Not funny anymore. Okay. Being ugly is not funny. No. It's actually quite depressing. Please, Daniel, no, don't do this. Just when I thought you couldn't get any more cringy, there you go. I just have a sinus problem. It's not meant to be cringy, it's just that I have a bit of a runny nose, actually. So, please don't judge. No, well, yes, I am trying to be funny, but also that was scary, I guess. Do you see how it only came out of one nostril? Why is that? It's because you have sinus problem. Can you do it better than that? What do you mean? Like, can you be cooler than that? Yes? Can you do it like a circle? Like a smoke ring? Smoke wing? You want me to do smoke wing? Okay, dope. I'll try. Shut up. I'm practicing. You don't know. Okay. Now what can I do? I forgot how I do everything. I used to be able to do this. Never mind. What are you trying to do? I have no idea, actually. I used to do this thing. Horrible. I hate myself. But I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying not to be too cringy for that. Oh my god, this sucks, dude. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. No, I'll practice later. I'll practice later when I'm not on stream, because that's just embarrassing. Well, it looked kind of cool, I guess. Not really. What are you trying to do, though? Well, why don't I just smoke like I normally smoke, which would be what I normally do. Basic. Very nice. Thank you. Can you do like a really big one? Like, what do you mean exactly? Like how big? I don't want to cough. I don't want to choke on this, but I can try. That didn't do the way I wanted it to. Well, that was kind of cool, actually. Whatever that was. Yeah, that was kind of cool, actually. But I don't want to hurt myself here. I have a pretty bad lungs already, so I don't really want to excessivize this and make it too. What can you do, though? I used to be able to do smoke rings. I used to be able to let it blow out of my mouth and into my nose. Can you do that? No. It's actually very hard. What happened? Well, I lost my talents. What do you mean? I just stopped caring. I stopped wanting to, and I stopped trying to, because I literally look bad when I do it. Like, I look ugly, and it's probably not the time to be doing that, you know? Like, bad for my own self-image, and bad for any chance with any girl. It's just not helpful. Okay, I understand. Yeah. I'll do cool stuff later. Just calm down. Where did you learn how to... My friend Joe taught me. I love my friend Joe. He's very talented. He needs to sleep. I'm sure he would appreciate that. Poor Daddy. I'm so loved. I have no chance with women. I'm not good. What exactly is wrong with you? I have a penis disorder. What is it? It's small. Oh, that's what it is. And I'm ugly. This cannot do. Like, all I have is my sense of humor, and if I throw it away, then I really don't have anything going for me besides a bad boy. You know, like, scary man, bad boy. But not even that. Lives with mother. Asks mom to buy him things. Pathetic. Friendly? Sometimes, yes, I can be nice. Funny? Yes, sometimes it can be funny. Creepy? Yes, sometimes it can be creepy, I guess. Extraordinarily creepy, sir. Did you like my lizard fantasies? Don't do that to lizards. Don't do that. Why does it look like I was in the military? I have no idea. Like, I just have a military face, I guess. I look like average military person who's probably infantry and army. I look like an average infantryman. Actually, maybe a medic. I look like a medic, actually, I think. Yeah. But, never ever. I was never in the military. Um, I always have to remind people because I was pretty damn good at my acting. Just have to remind you. If you didn't believe me, then I wasn't that good at it. It was obvious, come on. But there were some people who might have fell for it. And I did also tell people that I was Snake. There's that too. Yes. But hey, something happened to Daniel's face. He got ugly. It's okay. What happened to your face, sir? I don't want to talk about it. What happened? Oh my god. I don't know. It just happened, okay? I got old. I woke up one day, I was 28, and I'm like, this is my life. Depression. Massive depression. I see what you mean. Yes, it sucks to be depressed to the point of making yourself look worse. It sucks balls, actually. Because if you don't get depressed, you have happy smiles. But if you do get depressed, you have fuck. You know? Like, it really changes your appearance. So if you're sad for like 3 years on end, then your face is obviously going to shift to a sad or more depressed look. And you might gain weight and you get a little bit ugly. You know? Like, but if you keep your head up, confidence, you get some confidence, the way you look tends to improve. You know? Like, if I'm confident, I'm like, notice I look a little bit better, but not really. But like, I look at least like a guy who likes to drink beers, and he's enjoying his life. I still look like an asshole, but like, I can't help it. Honestly, I can't help it. I can't help the fact that I look like an asshole. No. I can't help the fact that I look like an asshole. I don't know why. No. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know why. This kinda sucks. Why don't you just play the damn game already? Fuck you, come on, hurry up. What are you waiting for? This is not the waste of time I was looking for. I want you to go faster. Why are you wasting my time? This is fucking stupid. Now hurry the fuck up. Damn you. I don't know which computer it is, but I'm pretty sure it might be mine. I'm sorry about that, because I'm streaming, and that might be why. Oh dear. Oh no. Why is it taking so long? This is the end of my life. Wasting it all along. This is what it amounts to. Sadness entirely for everyone else to watch on the screen. Why would you do that to us, you sack of man? You made us all depressed. In fact, you may be responsible for at least 20 suicides, you sad sack of crap. Hey, no, please, I don't want to take responsibility for that. Hey, but it is your fault. I was watching it, and you shouldn't stream. Hey, what? I didn't do that. You did it to yourself. No, it was your fault. I was interested in your stream. It seemed kind of funny at first, and then I started watching it. But then it wasn't funny, and I got kind of depressed, and I went and took my life. Why would you blame me for that? Because you got depressed randomly. That's kind of sad. If it's that easy to make you kill yourself, maybe you should turn off the computer or the screen. Because seriously, you need to control and protect your own well-being. Sometimes just think about it. Think about yourself for a second there, sir. Don't watch Daniel's stream if it makes you want to scream, or if it makes you want to die. Sad, sad times. What for you, not for me, 'cause I probably don't even know you. I don't want you to die, but still, please don't cry over me. It's just spilt milk. Sad times for all. I guess, I don't know. But they don't be sad. It's time to be happy. I can be happy too. They're glad you are happy. Please don't kill yourself. That would suck for me, because then everyone will blame me and never watch the stream again. They say, that guy is kind of depressing. I think my son killed himself, 'cause he was watching Holy Fuck. Don't blame me for that, please. That sucks balls. It's not even intentional. I was just being myself. I don't understand anymore. But I feel responsible and I apologize. I owe you an apology for someone who has died as a result of my depression that I cannot hide. Because it's there, I guess, and it does sometimes go away when things are getting better, but sometimes they don't get better, so I make them better myself. That's not very good. You're a horrible singer and an artist, but I guess I can watch your streams. They're not that bad to me. Hey, that's good. And my school, alright, mother saw to do. I'm sorry. My mother died, you son of a bitch. Hey. I wasn't talking to you about your mother, actually. It was just a mom joke. Not even intended. Again, I apologize for inappropriate behavior. Very inappropriate. And I'm sorry. I'm very sorry if your mother has passed away. I'm very sorry if I made you cry. That sucks. Yes, that is suck. But, it was meant to be a joke about, how you're not as good as I am at stuff. You know, like, oh, never mind. So what makes you, make mom jokes, and why do you think they're funny? Well, I grew up with them. I grew up with people saying, your mom is fat, I fucked your mom, haha. You know, like, this is commonplace for me. Yeah. The inappropriate mom jokes are commonplace, and I had to learn how to deal with them because they were fucking immense. There are a lot of immense mom jokes that I can't actually handle. This is why I make those. You know, they're not directed to anyone, though. Mom jokes are kind of inappropriate and childish, for sure. Absolutely, my coffee maker agrees. The goggles, they do nothing. Oh dear. Can I go now? Sure, Daniel. I'm just going to get some music, okay? What kind? The sad kind. The kind I like. And I want to go now.
To the lighter, turn the rock, hit the floor. It's on you, it's on you. You tell hard, baby, beating like a drum, pounding out your chest, now repeating on the one to the floorboards, baby. Do it just for fun, 'cause you burned it once, now you're digging it up and going down with the sun. Who's gonna believe you? One of these nights somebody's gonna leave you. No one's gonna save you, save you. Come the full moon. Who's coming to the rescue? What if tonight it's running, gonna get you? No one's gonna save you, save you. When you cry,
What?
was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me, 'cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, 'cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still savvy. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote a letter once. I hope my children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can bore me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can bore me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Once I was 7 years old, mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. Once I was 7 years old.
What? That's always depressing.
There was a time when I was alone, nowhere to go and no place to call home. My only friend was the man in the mood, and even sometimes he would go away too. Then one night as I closed my eyes, I saw a shadow flying high. He came to me with the sweetest smile, told me he wanted to talk for a while. He said, Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. Ever since that day, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored, we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy. trust and told me to believe in him and believe in me. Together we will fly away in a cloud of green to your beautiful destiny. As we soared above the town that never loved me, I realized I finally had a family. Soon enough we reached Neverland. Peacefully my feet hit the sand, and ever since that day I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Oh, Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my perfect storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you are now my home, sweet home forever, a lost boy at last. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my perfect storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you are now my home, sweet home forever, a lost boy at last. And for always I will say, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free.
Oh, come on. That's so close. Not even a problem.
Put your makeup on, get your nails done, curl your hair, run the extra mile, keep it slim so they like you. Do they like you? Get your sexy on, don't be shy girl, take it off, this is what you want to belong, so they like you. Do you like you? You don't have to try so hard, you don't have to give it all away, you just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing, you don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, you don't have to try. Get your shopping on at the mall, max your credit cards, you don't have to choose, buy it all, so they like you. Do they like you? Wait a second, why should you care what they think of you when you're all alone by yourself? Do you like you? Do you like you? You don't have to try so hard, you don't have to give it all away, you just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing, you don't have to try so hard, you don't have to bend until you break, you just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing, you don't have to try try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try. You don't have to try. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to give it all away. You just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try, 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 try. You don't have to try. You don't have to try. Take your makeup off, let your hair down, take a breath, look into the mirror at yourself. Don't you like you? 'Cause I like you. I don't like your little games, don't like your tilted stage, the role you made me play, the fool. No, I don't like you. I don't like your perfect crime, how you laugh when you lie. You said the gun was mine. Isn't cool. No, I don't like you. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. And me, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. I've got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. I don't like your kingdom keys. They once belonged to me. You asked me for a place to sleep, locked me out and threw a feast. What? The world was on another day, another drama, drama. But not for me, not for me. All I think about is karma. And then the world was all but one thing's for sure. Maybe I got mine, but you'll all get yours. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. And me, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. I've got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I'm sorry, the old staff can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, 'cause she's dead. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
What the heck was that? Did I just slide off the ice? I have no idea what's going on there. This is interesting. But yeah. No, not this song of all things. Why? No, not now. Not now. Not now. Oh, come on. Alright.
Where is that coming from? Which one?
I can see her lying back in her set.
Yes, Gordon, I like you and everything, but this is not the time to be doing that. We just had some really depressing and heartfelt nightcore stuff that just doesn't match. you know, yeah, we have to do naughty songs.
I pick on my skirts to be a little too sexy, just like all my thoughts. They always get a bit naughty. When I'm out with my girls, I always play a bit bitchy. Can't change the way I am. Sexy, naughty, bitchy me. I'm the kind of girl that girls don't like. I'm the kind that boys fantasize. I'm the kind that your mama and your daddy were afraid you turned out to be like. I may seem unapproachable, but that's only to the boys who don't have the right approach or right that makes a girl like me wanna hop in and roll. Think it's intimidity, but when a girl is cool with her sexuality, I'm a 182, that's the stereotype. Girls like staying home and being innocent. I pick all my skirts to be a little too sexy, just like all my thoughts. They always get a bit naughty. When I'm out with my girls, I always play a bit bitchy. Can't change the way I am. Sexy, naughty, bitchy me. My mouth never takes a holiday. I always shop with the things I say. I was always the kid in school who turned up to each class about an hour late. And when it comes to the guys that lay, I'd always pick the ones who won't figure out that I was clearly rebel to the idea of monogamy. Think it's intimidating, but when a girl is cool with her sexuality, I'm a 182, the stereotype. Girls like staying home and being innocent. I pick all my skirts to be a little too sexy, just like all my thoughts. They always get a bit naughty. When I'm out with my girls, I always play a bit bitchy. Can't change the way I am. Sexy, naughty, bitchy me. Sexy, sexy, sexy. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Bitchy, bitchy, bitchy me. Sexy, sexy, sexy. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Bitchy, bitchy, bitchy me. Think it's intimidating, but when a girl is cool with her sexuality, I'm a 182, that's the stereotype. Girls like staying home and being innocent. I pick all my skirts to be a little too sexy, just like all my thoughts. They always get a bit naughty. When I'm out with my girls, I always play a bit bitchy. Can't change the way I am. Sexy, naughty, bitchy me. I like all my shorts to be a little too shorty. Unlike all of my guys, I like them tall with money. I love all my nights to end a little bit nasty. Can't change the way I am. Sexy, naughty, bitchy me.
That's enough. That's just more than enough. Now, oh my goodness, no. Oh, that's someone I like. Shush, shush. Yeah. Come on.
I'm so into you, I can barely breathe. And all I wanna do is to fall in deep. But close ain't close enough till we cross the line.
sir? What is out of nowhere?
Fake faces hiding everywhere. Made up, makeup, made up stairs to hide their stolen air. Don't look too close, don't you dare. Stupid seems to be in the air, everywhere. Blameless, I'll shatter through the glare. Make it, take it, they won't share. I can't fake it, I'll just make it on my own. I can't blame them, I'll just name them on my throne. I can't fake it, I'll just make it on my own. I can't blame them, I've just got to get to my throne. I am the latest colors, I sing the newest songs. I read all the lyrics so I can sing along. I am the latest colors, I stand above my throne, waiting for an invite to never come along. I am the latest colors, I sing the newest songs. I read all the lyrics so I can sing along. I am the latest colors, I hate the newest songs. I can stand the lyrics, I never sing along. I'll never sing along. I'll never sing along. I'll never sing along. Trade places, stagger to the day. Only ask it if you care. Trace back to all the millionaires. Snake oil traders, no one shares. Soulless and stealing what they dare. Hold your deck to your chest. Faceless, nobody is your friend. Make it, take it, they won't share. I can't fake it, I'll just make it on my own. I can't blame them, I'll just name them on my throne. I can't fake it, I'll just make it on my own. I can't blame them, I've just got to get to my throne. I am the latest colors, I sing the newest songs. I read all the lyrics so I can sing along. I am the latest colors, I hate the newest songs. I can stand the lyrics, I never sing along. I'll 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 never sing along. So I can sing along. I am the latest colors, I stand above my throne, waiting for an invite to never come along. I am the latest colors, I sing the newest songs. I read all the lyrics so I can sing along. I am the latest colors, I hate the newest songs. I can sing the lyrics, I never sing along. I'll never sing along. I can't fake it, I'll just make it on my own. I'll never sing along. I can't blame them, I'll just name them on my throne. I'll never sing along. I can't fake it, I'll just make it on my own. I'll never sing along. I can't blame them, I've just got to get to my throne, get to my throne.
I bet. Well, you have successfully upset me because
I'm on the floor, floor. I love to dance, now give me more, more. Till I can't stand, get on the floor, floor. Like it's your last chance, if you want more, more. Then here I am. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop, one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last
damn it! I join Erders? Hey, oh, thank you. Thank you so much for key. Can I join Erders? You guys are awesome. Thanks. And did you type Royals? Are you actually from the Chinese team? Royal? Give up. Or are you just Team Royal? Everyone honored a teammate, and it was Speedy Farmer. And why do you think that is? Because he got 121 farm, and his name matches his reality. So of course we gave Speedy Farmer the best. And I want to join that group because they are awesome. And they were missing someone, and I filled the gap, and it worked out so well. And honestly, I want to add them all as friends because they were awesome actually, and they were telling me what to do, but at the same time I just had to suck it up and do it, you know. Like, I got mad though once in this match actually because of that one thing that happened. What happened? Well, it was kind of stupid. You know how when your ult just comes up and hey, what's up? Oh, hold on, shoot, I don't have room. Right now. I don't have room for the, it's okay. Okay, cool. You guys are cool. I like the ones I have. This is my friends. This is mine. This is, why don't you add them? Well, if they have room, yeah, I will. They would like my group. Okay. Reckless, Speedy. Reckless since 91. Okay. It says okay. Alright, cool. If in time, I might leave the group because there seems, or I like mine too, but I'm in like 3 already because one is a close old friend, and the other is a person I like who has I like Alice in Wonderland, and I love Winder. And the other is Ari group, which I might leave maybe later. But that's my friends group, you know? Like, you don't have to leave anything. I know. Yeah, you're right. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Good idea. I want to join though. Because I like it. But just keep in touch. Keep in touch. It seems like you guys know what you're doing. Haha. Haha. Yeah, like, I like that. I like to see a group that knows what they're doing in ARAM. And Speedy Farmer's just doing great, actually. And we're just kicking butt. And it's kind of nice, you know? Like, it's nice. But I don't like Mundo. Does anyone want this? Don't play Mundo, Daniel. Do you want this? I don't. Okay then. Karthus, here, have it. Do you want this? I don't want this. You took it, okay. I'll take that if you want this. I'll take that if you want this. No. Okay. Do you like Karthus? I love Karthus. Okay. I hate Karthus, so you do it. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I like this. What are you doing? I kind of want to play this one, but I don't want to play this one, but I would play this one, and I like this one. So, I like Zed. Oh, shit! Forgot I had a chest open. Oh, damn it. Daniel. Can you do me a huge favor and go diarrhea all over? What? Right now? Look what you did. I bless you. April Fools.
Where's the water? Do you have any water?
Okay, this might be my last match, but to be honest with you, I might be having a beer tonight. So we might be having a little bit of a President's Day party on the internet today. If you know what I mean. If you want. Bloodthirster, Duskblade, Last Whisper, da 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 da. Take that, and I'll take that. That's what I tend to do. Now, I will play music, but right now, I'm having a bit of a problem. I have to go to the bathroom, and I take this group very seriously, so I don't want to go right now. This is not my favorite situation to be in, when you have to go to the bathroom and you're in a group of people with you like that you want to play with. Man, we have a good team, but like also they have a good team. They have an easy team. We have a good Karthus, we have a Shyvana, and we have a Yi, and we have a Zed, and we have a Vi. But they have a Teemo, and they have a Zillion, and Eloy, and Nami, which is common today. We've seen at least 3 Namis today. Unfortunately, there seems to be a commonality with Nami. Nami must be free this week. So Nami's probably free this week, and everybody on the enemy team has easy mode, so we're probably going to lose this one, unfortunately. But if we win, it'd be amazing, and I would be shocked. Just try not to upset people too much, Daniel, because I don't want you to die from this video game. You think I'll die from this video game? Probably. You get run over by the internet, probably, yeah. Okay. I believe it. How do you explain yourself to be run over by the internet, Daniel, sir? Well, I imagine I'm going to have a lot of enemies or fans, and they're going to just run me over. They're either going to be friendly or unfriendly, and either way they're going to run over me. And, that's what's going to happen, and that's the way I die. What do you mean run over? Like, literally walked over, I think. Like, they're gonna run over me. Like, Daniel, where's... Oh. And he's dead. Either that or it's gonna be a flash mob, and everyone's gonna be like, we're gonna run you over. Why would it be that way? Because, I'm a troll, and people think I'm racist and sexist, and, I'm a serial killer, and, pedophile, etc. So, probably, the flash mob is probably going to be what kills me, since most of the things that people think I am are probably, bad things, and so I imagine that, that these bad things will, eventually results in a horrible death of massive proportions. When you walk down the road, they're gonna just run you over, probably. So, like, if I go outside, they're going to kill me, basically. And I don't want to go out there. and I know they want to run me over, but I don't want them to. And they're like, kill him, he's a murderer, he's the one of evil. And I'm like, I was just joking. And then they're like, it looks like he would be a pedo, and it looks like he would be racist, and it looks like he would be a serial killer. And it's like, well, yes, that's the point. I do like to look like things, but at the same time, no. I don't want that. I don't want to be thought of as a bad man. You know, like, I can't, you know, I may be able to manipulate people into thinking things very easily, but I don't think I can manipulate them into thinking I'm a nice person, unfortunately. You know, like, I've been trying really hard to make them think I'm a nice guy, and it just isn't working. Like, all the bad things are easy. It's like, oh, yeah, we believe you there, yes, of course. But then when you try to be nice, it's like, no, we already think you're a bad guy, it's not gonna happen. So it's like, these human beings are much more crafty than I once imagined they were. Like, they're much more intelligent than I once gave them credit, I imagine. But they, what can you do, you know? Like, what can you do when people are smarter than you expected them to be? I apologize, I guess. I'm sorry for assuming that you were dumb, and I'm sorry for pretending to be stuff and then actually already being these bad things also. Like, so I'm sorry for leading you on, and I'm sorry for being a creep, and I'm sorry for not being a creep when you wanted me to be, and I'm sorry for also being a creep when you wanted me to be, and I'm sorry for not being attractive when you wanted me to be, and I'm sorry for not being a girl if you thought I was. And that is one of the things I really apologize for, because me pretending to be a girl is just fucked up, and that's one of the things I'm really sorry for. Being pretending to be a girl is fucked up, and it's sexist, and it's also what is it called? Transphobic. I would imagine that you would think it was transphobic, but it's not really, you know? It's not really transphobic when you really think about it. Like, did you just admit to being all those bad things? Of course I did. Yeah, but no. No, I'm not those things. Well, I mean, I have looked at some nasty porno, so you could call me a pedo, but I don't touch good. And I don't rape or murder people. No. I don't do that. I've never done that, and I don't want to do that. Please stop thinking that of me. That's one of the things that has really ruined my life and made me suicidal. Please stop. But like, if you want to continue to make me like depressed, or you like to play along, you know, I'm cool with that, I guess. But like, it's whatever. Life is so my fault. It's self-destructive to do this to yourself. Really. Like, you know, like, have you ever wanted to destroy your own image and your self-respect and everything? Do you ever just want to throw it all away and make yourself look like a bad guy, and then also fuck around with people and then like get high and forget about it all, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again? Have you ever done that? No, I didn't think so. I'm the first to do that, probably. And then also to pretend you have a big dick, that's also illegal. You should go to jail for that. Oh, come on. Grow up. Why don't you pretend you have a small dick, and then nobody will care, and Everyone will be like, hey, why are you pretending you have a small dick when you have a big one? What are you doing that for? And everyone will be like, what are you doing that for? It's not funny. I don't eat kittens. Never once. But sometimes I eat babies out of the baby sack. Shut up. Lole, 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 lole. Shut up, stop it. You wish you had babies for you. Shut up. How many babies do you have for me? Shut up. Daniel, people think you're serious. You think I seriously eat babies? Mm-hmm. You'd have to ask the abortion clinics if Daniel's ever been around there, and he hasn't. You said you eat them out of the baby sack? Yes, I eat them directly out of the woman's womb. What? Yeah, I know, right? I don't do that. Hey, 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 calm down. I don't do that. Just relax. Okay? It's just a joke. It's just an offensive joke. Okay? Just because I look like I do doesn't mean I do. And if you catch me eating a hamburger, I might be like, that's my baby. Nom, nom, nom. I got my baby. Shut up. You got your baby back? I got my baby back. Ribs. Sud it. Sud it. Shut it. Sud it. Mm-hmm. I got my braised back ribs. What? I got my baby back rib. Biggest backs, ticks. I got my stacks and toes. No. I got my sticky stacks, iggy backs, and frig stacks, mini decks. Shut up. Dig decks, nig decks. Oh, no. Don't say that word, Daniel. What did I say? You said, the N-word a little. Oh. That was not intentional. It was sort of racist, though. Yeah. It rhymed with Stiggy Stacks. Shiggy Yaks. Oh my god, no, not Shiggy Yaks, dude. You had one of those big backs? No. No. Why do things that rhyme with that have to have that sound that just works with that word? Ooh. You know, like... Yeah, sometimes I wish I was able to say that word without getting in trouble, but at the same time it just doesn't fly, and it doesn't work, and it does work, but it doesn't fly. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's racist. Yeah, like, man, I'll be honest. I don't dislike black people at all. I like black people. I have black friends, maybe a little, but not very many. But I just, I'm being honest. I don't have anything against any race, actually. But sometimes the words, they don't come out right. And they sound bad. And they are bad. But, you know, I'm just trying to rhyme and stuff. I know. It's not meant to be racist, per se. You know? Like, it's meant to be, you know, rhyme style. But, like, total accident, actually. Just want everyone to understand that just because I look like a white supremacist or a racist doesn't mean I am. Okay? Like, But like, what would it take for you to believe me? How much love do you need? Do you want more love? You're getting more love than everybody else already. You know what I mean? Like, every time you complain, you get more love than I give white people. You know? Like, it's not funny. Like, I think black people get more love from me than white people do, to be honest. I'm being so seriously honest. And I like to share my love with you, but, if you don't like white people, you probably won't like the way I look, you know? You probably won't like me, because I am white. I'm very white. I'm albino, pale. Like, there's nothing I can do about it, you know? Yeah, like, one of the biggest things about, race relations is realizing that none of us chose to be born a race, color, or skin or creed, or where we were born. None of us choose where we're born. You know, none of us decide how we're raised either. You know, like, that's one of the biggest things about learning about other people, is that none of us chose it. And you could say, well, I chose it before I became it. And I would, well, I mean, okay, there are some people who have chosen their skin color because they had enough money to get their skin color changed. This is true. Very true. And, honestly, if you think I'm racist, I just go along with you. And I say yes. You know, like, I don't even try to argue with it. You know, like, if you think I'm racist, I'll just accept it, leave it alone, and be nice to you as much as possible. You know? Yeah, like, that's the best thing I can do. That's the best thing I can do. And I hope that you see that I'm treating you as I would treat anyone else of any other color. And I do call white people names sometimes, but not often, actually. No, I don't do that, actually. I don't call anyone names. I don't like to call people racist slurs. I have before, in anger with someone, over the fact that I think they wanted to try to kill me. But that was wrong of me, and I have apologized for that. And I think it's wrong to get violently racist when someone sleeps with your girlfriend and they're actually not even doing anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't threaten people because they're of a different skin color or something. You know, like, for me, I don't want to let people walk all over me, but at the same time, I'm not dating anyone. But if someone tries to sleep with someone of my love interest or something, I probably get mad, but what I should do is not get mad. You know what I mean? Because it's really not my business. Like, for me to get mad at a black person for her trying to hurt me or just sleeping with someone is racist. So, even thinking about hurting someone is racist for the color of their skin. So, like, the thing I've learned is that when someone is trying to hurt you and they don't like you because of your skin color, when someone doesn't like you for your skin color, that's when you have to learn that you need to stop yourself from lowering your own self to say something racist to them because they were trying to hurt you. So just because someone's trying to hurt me and they happen to be of a different race, it doesn't make it okay for me to say bad things to them just because they're trying to hurt me physically or mentally or emotionally. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because someone's hurting me doesn't make it okay, because that would lower my standard of self, and then other people will see me as a racist. And so therefore I would have lost both ways. So the best thing to do is not react racistly, even if someone's doing something bad to you. So if someone's doing something bad to you, the best thing you could really do is just try to do your best. You know, do your best with the situation, take it as it goes, and hope for the best for yourself and your others and your loved ones and your well-being. You know, that's really all you can do, you know? You know? Like, so, like, it can go both ways. It's a four-way street, really. It's a four-way street. It's like white people can do stuff to black people that hurt them, and black people can do stuff to white people that hurt them. So, etc. You know, other races, etc. So, the thing is, though, sometimes it's just easy for me to turn to racism with someone of a different race is trying to hurt me. So, for what I need to learn, personally, is to learn how to not use racial bigotry just as a way to fight someone else in a fight. You know what I mean? Like, just because someone tried to hurt me doesn't make it okay for me to use racism to fight back. You know what I mean? Like, so if someone's trying to beat me up or trying to insult me, it doesn't make it okay for me to use racism in return. You know? Because then I realize that I'm a bad guy for that. Even if I'm doing it for my own self-well-being and defense. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good way to go about it. You know? Like, if someone does something that upsets you, yes, we did try. That sucks. We tried and it failed miserably. But, oh my god, this sucks. Mr. Yi had a crystal dildo. What? What? I'm sorry. Did you want to play ball? Ruined my life, honestly. But like, so if someone sends you bad vibes, which is often the case, which is resulting in a fight. So like, let's say an African American male has sent me bad vibes, and into my mind, he wanted to hurt me. Like, he looks at me like he wants to hurt me. And in my mind, all I can think of is calling him names. You know what I mean? So, if you can stop it before it starts in your mind, like, you know, that's how I can control my racist words, which I have at my disposal, because there's a lot of words in my head, you know? I have words in my head at my disposal, basically, and I look at them and I see them as a potential, maybe, necessary, you know? Like, it's almost like having a cocked gun and ready, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to throw insults at me, you might get the bad ones. You know what I mean? Like if someone wants to throw some words at me, I might just go pop, 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 pop. And then they might be like, yeah, racist motherfucker. And it's like, well, you started it. And then they'd be like, well, I hate you for being white and racist. And I'm like, didn't do it because of the fact that I don't like you. I did it because you started an argument with me and it was easy to win. You know, like, if you make it harder for me, I won't even need to use racist and bigotry in order to win an argument. And how can you possibly win an argument with racist bigotry? Well, normally it is effective, actually. But you shouldn't do it. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Yes. No, you shouldn't do it. Well, duh. Yes, well, duh. Right. But when when it's like, I don't have time for this kind of shit. Why are you starting an argument with me on the road? Like, I'm just walking and someone starts an argument with me about my race or something, and I'm like, what? I was just walking down the road and you calling me a racist looking white boy person, like a hick or something, like hillbilly, redneck, what are you fucking doing? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, literally, I didn't do anything, and I was just walking and someone called me these names and they were being mean to me, and so I was like, so it's like, what to do? So it's like, well, okay, they're being racist to me. Now, should I stoop to the racist level, or should I restrain myself and not use the words I know I could? Restrain yourself. The best option. Because then you look better, you don't look racist, and you look like a nice guy, and you react a nicely way. It's the best way to do it. So, I need to learn how to do that more often. When someone gives me like I hope you die, I hope you get ran over, or I hope you are killed because you're sad and loser, and I hope you kill yourself, etc. And I only have I need to learn how to not escalate that fight. You know what I mean? Like, I need to learn how to take that and then also not give anything back. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, why would I want to hurt someone else's feelings just because they hurt mine? You know, like, sometimes it's fair, but at the same time, everyone thinks I'm racist for doing that, because I thought it was fair. I thought it was like, you stab me, I stab you. You know what I mean? Like if you stab me, I'm at this option to stab you back. But if I were dead, I'd be dead. Right. So if you killed me with your words, well, then I'd be dead. Right. But if you don't kill me with your words, then I can stab you, I guess. With my words. With my words. I want to be clear. Not with a knife, hopefully. But like, this is my point. I am, from this point forward, never going to even send a violent vibe or a racist vibe to any person ever again, or racist words or offensive words to any person, no matter what happens. It's a vow, not a promise. A vow of respect and honor and dignity to all people. And I have to go now, because I have to go to the bathroom. And I hope you all understand that. And I hope you can see me as a nice man, because I am. But if you see me as you see me, and you look at me and you see what you see, I cannot always control what you see in this ugly man. This face, I can't always control. You know, I can't control what you see. Like, if you see bad things in the face, it's not the vibe I'm sending you. It's the ugly face I was born with. Okay, so I have to go.